Russian state television has once again called for the use of nuclear weapons against Ukraine. This time, the propaganda has attacked Lvov. TV presenter Vladimir Solovyov, who was charged in absentia in Ukraine under 5 articles of the Criminal Code, suggested testing nuclear weapons at the Yavoriv military testing ground located 30 kilometers northwest of Lviv. The Yavoriv test site is ideal for testing nuclear weapons. It's simply not a pity. Ukrainian Nazis are trained there. So let's calculate the wind rows, see which way the wind blows, so that it gets pulled to Poland. The propagandist said that he doesn't particularly feel sorry for Lviv, recalling the recent exhumation of burial sites on the Hill of Glory and the city mayor's proposal to exchange the remains of Russian soldiers for Ukrainian prisoners. I believe that Lviv should be wiped off the face of the earth because of the Satanism that the city's mayor has carried out with the exhumation of our soldiers' bodies. After this, the entire population of Lviv should be given 24 hours to leave the city. And this city is Sodom and Gomorrah, said Solovyov. Recall US President Donald Trump's reaction to aggressive statements by former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev sets a dangerous precedent in which nuclear policy can be shaped by emotions and social media posts, according to British analyst and UK MP Bob Cilley. His opinion was published by The Telegraph. Cilley writes that we have become accustomed to nuclear threats from the Russian leadership, but now the American president has responded publicly to them by declaring that he has ordered the deployment of nuclear submarines in appropriate areas. The British politician sees it as a positive that Trump is beginning to see through the Russian regime, saying he is angry that his policy of appeasing the Kremlin has not worked, despite his extraordinary tactic of offering over the heads of the Ukrainians a peace deal that would allow Russian dictator Vladimir Putin virtually no cost for the terrible actions of his armies. What's less good is that Trump openly admits that he is responding directly to Medvedev's nuclear bravado. The Russian regime now knows it can provoke the US president into real action if it angers him enough online. Cilley said, the Kremlin has studied the motivations of Western leaders for years and has a deep understanding of their behavior, he says. Cilley also believes there is a risk that nuclear policy, an area where every word is usually weighed by experts because of its extreme dangers, has become part of online trash talk exchanges.
Fighters of the Timur Special Unit of the Main Intelligence Directorate of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine did not allow the Russians to advance in the Sumy direction. During the special operation, intelligence officers managed to enter the enemy's rear, clear the occupiers' positions and consolidate their gains. It is noted that the advance of the Russian invaders was stopped, and the supply of provisions and ammunition for the enemy group of troops was disrupted. According to radio intercepts, soldiers of the Russian army, justifying themselves with far-fetched reasons, refused to storm positions in the area of responsibility of the Timur Special Unit. The video shows key fragments of the mission of Ukrainian intelligence officers, rapid raids in the enemy's rear, accurate work of artillerymen and grenade launchers, elimination of occupiers by drops and accurate hits of FPV drones, footage of close-range small arms combat. It is also reported that the operation was carried out by the forces of the units Chimera, Yunjer, Stugna, Siberian Battalion, Arata, 1514, Paragon, Art Division, 1st Line, Raven Group and 6th Special Action Detachment, which are part of the Timur Special Unit of the Main Intelligence Directorate of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine. Thanks to the coordinated actions of the intelligence forces, the enemy attack in the north was stopped, and their attempt to launch a new offensive was thwarted. The armed struggle continues. Glory to Ukraine. The HUR added. Although the Sumy direction accounted for 11% of all assault actions, Russian forces failed to occupy a single square kilometer last month, Deep State writes. This axis proved to be one of the most effective in terms of defense, as the enemy had to attack more frequently without achieving any results.
Начинаем! Буcha! Підари! Жить хочете! Стоп, амфібія! Сидимо! Взяв? Нихуя себе! Уходим! Начинаем! Буcha! Підари! Жить хочете!